Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they rammed the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well. Otherwise, it's a fumble.
Dalton off play action. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Olave over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Kamara up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Adam Prentice, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. 6-0 our score after 1. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Second and 5 now. Dalton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, this is Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they send a man in motion right. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. On 1st down, Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches out in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run again with Benjamin. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Winston now to throw on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Now Winston.
And no hesitation. He goes right back to Benjamin.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This is Benjamin.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Was I just talking in my sleep?
Passing. It's Dalton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Steps away to his left.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Hurts. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Thomas will come in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talked about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 30. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try to run for the... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy because of a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Pete Werner. There he goes left side, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a...
Don't quit now, bitch. Don't quit now, bitch. Don't quit now, bitch. Yeah, I know.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain, a game with the QB chain, birth moves the chains in the